Hello everyone, we are live with Genshin Impact 4.3 Roses with Muskets. So let's go, shall we? I copy new entry, G. Local legend. Already did it, this one. I don't know. Everyone, wait on my Discord channel. Do so many things today. Other reason now. Today we only use the condensed, and that's it. Don't want to use to do any domain.
Can we play Banker next time?
Here is the main problem for me. There is a new redeem code. And there are here the reward from the maintenance. Daily check-in, compensation, 300, 300, and there is this web event also. This stranger web event. We started the web event also. There's many things today. Should be the bronze bird. Which is the bronze bird? I don't know. Still live cough. bird can be this, or can be this. Oh. Not easy, eh? The fish are right, albeit over the top in the extreme. Bravo, Muskets, what are you doing, guys? I can see is this one. Not this one. The sound it makes when shaken is clear yet distant. With the flower at the bell. This look a flower? No. This look a bird. This look a feet. This one. Doing well. It is a tall imposing figure. I think it is this one. I made only one mistake. Star. Yeah. Save wallpaper also. Download wallpaper. This event is over, so. I guess so. Oh, no, it's Primos. Yeah, there is a video only. Museum? No, I don't. Right now I'm not interested. Okay, Primos. There is the new redeem code. Yeah, it is in the video description. Resources, resource account. Redeem code. It is this one. I hope it works. Yes. It's the Primos. Many Primos today. A lot.
Add Astra
We do still the daily commission. Dispatch character. Test run, we do the test run now.
Once, there was a glorious...
I know. Weekly commission I did yesterday, some of this. We do the daily commission and we do even the test run. Navia. The signature weapon, okay. The new artifact set. No, I really don't know.
I do love Spina di Rosula's logo.
Give up!
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Hey there!
58, 54k.
Everybody stand back!
Don't waste my time.
A proper send-off! Umbrella warfare, I guess. Hey there! Hiya! Ah! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Your life is mine.
Eat this! Attack! That's the way. Hey there!
What was 100k? 127k. Oh, she's impressive. For damage, for... I don't know if I should try to pull for her. Yeah, there is a yak, test run, but this one I already know the weapon, artifact, installation, output.
Let the show begin. Absorption test. My apologies. Yeah!
Kamisato art.
Sometsu. Yeah! Yeah! Stand clear. Enhanced animal module 75. Shiver! Embrace the ice! Animal hypostate punishment! Animal test 63. Whirling snow! Sakura swirl!
Well, anyway, I'm tempted to pull for Navia, but very soon there should be another character, retainer, something. That one is a huge thing. We do all the test run and then daily commission. I want to check if there is new. No? It is here. Gazing up eternity, looking down at the world or the multiflora chapter. There is not much, eh?
Stand clear! Animal test 6308.
Oh, I knew it.
Rain cutter.
Midnight Phantasmagoria. No rest for the wicked.
Swirl. Mark 2. Absorption test.
Eyes on me!
Wings of darkness, come, sever night from day.
Let me weave you a verse.
Wat hier music.
Animal hypostasis emulation. Stand clear.
To ashes!
Wat een meisje, wat een meisje. Deze meisje.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Ring cutter. Time to act.
Enhanced animal module.
Kijk eens op de stage. Het was nice, dus test run. I don't like the dress, this dress for Rosaria.
One with my blade.
Out of the frying pan. I'm going in.
Submit for judgment.
You're toast. Shiver.
Go down here.
You can't run.
From whence you came.
Everybody stand back. Lights out.
Went very fast. Still daily commission. No, there is even cadence. I don't know even how to use a weapon. But I guess a lot of HP.
Let's light it up. Boba, get them. Absorption test. Stand clear.
Yield. We shall prevail.
Teamwork is strength. Eat this. Animal hypostasis emulation.
Flee.
Going in. Nice and spicy. Hey-ya! Enhanced animal modules.
Grant us your blessing. Do your worst.
Oh, even this went. Happen here. New domain, okay. Yes, there is the new artifact domain. Story quest. Incomplete story quest. Accept. So this is this one. Yes. Then reward. The static. Let's do the daily commission, and here is braving the tides together. So, story quest. Braving the tides together. Krishna, dangerous danger. Request, claim. So it is Navia only Navia story quest for this. Krishna, the last daily commission. I really don't know if I should pull her. She looks at Silvio very good. No question about it. But
Stabilize!
I
Everyone focus!
don't know.
This way!
There's cloud between her.
Sha! 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 Sha!
Rob. Reach the Hydrochoke Tower, okay. I'm really tempted to pull.
It's pouring out here! Oh wait, the water levels aren't rising, are they?
It is very tempting.
Solidify!
Hey! Yeah! Our bond is strong! Shower me with praise!
Okay, what's good that of course let's start just starting. Wait, I check the GPU in a moment. There is something wrong with the GPU. Yes, there is something wrong, very wrong with the GPU.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
The latest driver are shit. Yes. I don't know what is going on. Afterburner. A launch again afterburner. Very strange things happening. You see? What is this frequency? Wait a second, I launch again the game. But wait, there is an achievement here. A little reassuring that love at first sight. Achievement. And love. There's something wrong with these drivers. I exit the moment the game and check what is going on because it is very strange. Now here the frequency here is completely wrong. Power management normal, no. Maximum performance. Yeah, something bad happened to the configuration on NVIDIA control panel. Because it is resetted. I have to go back to the previous driver. Tomorrow. Where is Genshin Impact? Yes, there is something really wrong here. Wait a second. I need a moment because yeah, speed drivers, video control panel. Video control panel is destroyed. Doesn't have the correct configuration. Off, 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 off. It is a pity that I didn't see now. Did see only now. Shader cache, for example, is wrong. Application prefer, no. Application control, no. Highest available. Text to filtering I use on performance. High performance. I don't know what happened. To check the configuration at least for Genshin Impact. Okay. Okay. Want to stop filter optimization on. Low. High performance. On. Vertical sync. Usually put it on fast. Vertical sync fast. And 4. I don't know what happened with the control panel. Now I launch again Genshin Impact and see. Okay, it's going now. Now it is going normally. This driver is RMS because I don't understand why. It got reset. The configuration. I think I need a 10 minutes. Coming back soon.
Too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much? Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you. Being too popular can be
I'm back.
such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Yes, the panel control panel was resetted. This driver are horrible. I have to go back with the original one. The very old one I had on. They were better. Touring light, let's go. And then we do the story quest. No improvement. Think about performance of these drivers. Come up there. Where is it? Got it. Last daily commission finally. I needed to change the team here. 51 degree the GPU. I think with the older driver was better. Some frame drops.
Quit for Squall Fury.
Daily commission over. Yes.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing today.
I really don't know if I should pull for 16k. These are almost F2P. How many pulls I have? 100. Plus, well, these I can convert them. Anyway, 121. So I have 121 pulls. I really don't know.
Academic research isn't some...
Because it looks very good, but there was a drop of cloud retainer, so I really don't know.
Time itself is a silence.
Continuous evocation procedure, I don't like it. Oh, where is it, this place now?
Well, if it isn't my dear partners.
That voice! It's Navia!
I didn't expect to run into you guys here today. Are you headed somewhere?
How about you, Navia? Are you still busy rebuilding Poisson?
We've wrapped up most of the rebuilding, but there are still a few things left to take care of. Stocking up on materials, confirming construction timelines, discussing compensation terms with families affected by the disaster. Between all of that, I've been making a lot of trips between the court and Poisson. Well, though the victims have received relief payments from the court, in my opinion, as the administrators of Poisson, Spina di Rosula should take some responsibility as well. Our financial situation right now isn't the best, so all we've been doing is signing agreements for the damages to be repaid at a later date. Though just pieces of paper now, they demonstrate our commitment. They're necessary to restore the people's faith in us.
Oh, spoken like a true president. You're a really responsible leader. That must be taking up most of your time, though, right?
Oh, you bet. Between that and all the other errands I have to run at the court, I'm always forgetting one thing or another. So before I came over this time, I took a page from Melusa's book and decided to make a list of everything. This way, it's easy to see which tasks you haven't checked off. And then, since Melus loved using shorthand, I decided to also follow his example and come up with some shorthand of my own.
By the way, there is a new redeem code in the video description.
But after running a few errands in the city, I'm kind of struggling to even read my own handwriting anymore.
That does sound like you, all right. So what kind of shorthand did you use?
Oh, wanna take a look?
Let Paimon see. Wait. There's nothing here but a bunch of weird symbols. This looks like a piece of kelp wrapped around a stick. And this other one, is it supposed to be a boar in a box?
The first one has to do with confirming the final payment amount for the fishermen, while the second one is a reminder to try the new burger that just hit the market.
Okay, Paimon can definitely see how you might forget what each of these mean.
Thank you for your advice. These are the kinds of things you only really figure out once you've tried them out yourself. I thought that as long as I understood my shorthand when I came up with it, I'd be sure to remember the symbols when I looked at them later. Unfortunately, I've definitely proven myself wrong.
Well, now you know for next time.
Anyway, I should have already taken care of most of the things on the list. There are still a few symbols that I can't decipher, but I don't think they're anything too super important. worst comes to worst, I'll just make another trip.
Ah, so you're going to head back now?
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, actually, since we talked about the reconstruction earlier, wanna come with me and check out the town for you said you don't have any plans, right? So we can just catch a boat and head over. It won't take long at all.
It's a bit sudden, but Paimon doesn't see why not. What do you think, Traveler?
Then let's go. We'll take a boat over.
Oh, you mean the Aquabus, right? Like the Clementine line?
Oh, sorry. I meant our own boat. The Aquabus doesn't have a station near Poisson, so we'll use one of the Spina's boats. All right, follow me. I'll take you there. The engineer is still doing a few routine safety checks. We can head out as soon as we get the green light.
So, Paimon has always wanted to ask. The 3 Aquabus lines are all named after people in your family, right?
Yeah, that's right. Callus and Navia are self-explanatory, while Clementine was the name that my mother went by.
If you provided the Mora to build the lines, then why isn't there even a dedicated line to Poisson? Spina di Rosula built all the lines, yet you still have to take a special boat just to go home. Paimon doesn't get it.
Well, what I heard is that most of our businesses don't actually use Poisson as a hub, so there was no real reason to build a line straight to Poisson. You are right that it is a bit strange, though. If you've already committed to build 3 lines, why not just add a 4th?
Yeah, that's what Paimon's saying. The Aquabus is so convenient, it's really a huge shame.
Well, it is what it is. You know what my father was like. Even I often struggled to figure out what was going on in his head. But that would only be the case if he cared about what others thought. My father was always really stubborn. Once he made up his mind, good luck getting him to change it. From what I've heard, the rights of all the other members of the Spina only went as far as giving him advice or suggestions, and no farther. That included my mother, too.
Huh. Well, that explains why you weren't on the greatest of terms with him.
Yeah, because I wouldn't just let him keep getting his way. He was just... not very agreeable.
Boss, the boat's ready. We can head out.
All right, then let's head out. It'll be a while before we get to Poisson. Let's keep talking.
Navia, what was your mother like as a person? Oh, Paimon's sorry. She totally forgot that you mentioned before that she passed away during childbirth, so you probably don't remember her at all.
That's all right. I've heard many stories about her from the rest of the Spina. They've always said that they were sure we would have gotten along famously. While my papa was stiff like a board, my mother was supposedly super cheerful and funny. Their complementary personalities allowed them to make up for each other's flaws. My father would run the businesses and expand our reach, while my mother would keep the peace and make sure that everyone was happy. Their work made sure that the Spina could grow and thrive.
Sounds like they were not just a well-matched couple, but fantastic business partners as well.
Yeah, but those are just stories and anecdotes after all. It's hard for me to piece together a more complete or intimate picture of her. But sometimes, I'd still look at the Clementine line and wonder, would the Spina and Poisson still be what they are today had my mother survived? Silver once said that a name is a kind of inscription, a way to etch a memory into the world. When given a name, a cold, inanimate object can gain a completely new meaning, so I will always associate the line with her in my heart. Over the past few weeks, I've also begun to appreciate how water can take in and hold our most intense feelings and memories, as well as how one may reflect on their past by watching the sea. I've lost many beloved people and memories to the sea. Even though I cannot stop for them and must continue to keep moving, the fact won't change that they existed in my life and gave me the reason and motivation to move forward. Always. But no matter what, we can't change the past. But I tell myself that I need to keep looking towards the future. Everyone, even my parents, have already overcome so many obstacles. Besides, I'm the president of Spina di Rosula. I've got to keep my chin up. Ah, we've reached the shore. Let's go. I'll show you the new Poisson.
Navia, do you think she's doing all right? Okay, Paimon supposes you're right. She's really been through a lot. It couldn't have been easy shouldering so much by herself.
I want to check where is the new domain. It is here. Come here to open the domain at least. Ah, we have even to go to the fountain to level up the fountain. To do so many things and I forget. Primos. Last have to go to here to the fountain. So no new area, right? At least. We don't have to explore anything. Max level risk for current version. This is not right. You're not offering nothing. Let's go to tomorrow. I need some food. A lot of food for the weekly battle pass. Chicken. What happened? Chicken and then this.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn.
No, Jimmy che sono più I left it. I'm really tempted to pull for Navia. Quite a lot.
Boss, you're back! Traveler in Paimon! Welcome back to Poisson.
Oh, hey! Fancy seeing you again, Florent. Is it your turn to take care of Navia now?
Hey, I can totally take care of myself. For the time being, I'll go around without any attendance. We did hand over some of Malus's old responsibilities to Florent, though. It's been really nice to have him around to help out.
Thank you for the compliment, boss. As you see, I've been working closely with the boss on rebuilding Poisson. Mr. Malus was an extremely capable and respected member of the Spina. I've got some really big shoes to fill.
All right. There's no need to be so formal. Everyone's practically old friends by now. Were you waiting here for me? Did we manage to make any progress on the statue?
Yeah, we contacted a sculptor about the job, but they can't get started on sourcing a correctly sized block without knowing the design that we want to use for.
You're commissioning a statue?
So basically, we've been meaning to commission a statue of my parents in commemoration of everything they've done for the Spina and the town of Poisson. But since my father was known as Callus the Unfaithful for the longest time, it would have been too controversial to commission a statue of him. But now that his name has been cleared, and the town is also being rebuilt, I thought this would be the perfect chance to actually realize this dream.
The funds to build the statue were freely donated by the people of Poisson to show their appreciation for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callus and everything they did.
Me? I'm just the newbie president that's running around and causing everyone trouble. Maybe we can have this conversation again in a few decades, once I've done more for the town and the people.
Hey, there's no need to be so humble. Didn't you just help save the entire country?
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe that Boss should have a place on the statue.
Hey, if you keep inflating my ego like this, I might just float off into the sky with my parasol.
So should I pull for Navia? Considering that's already five stars, the cloud, container. I put the pull.
Just kidding. There's no way that I'd accept that kind of compliment at face value. At a minimum, I'd have to match what my father... Thanks for the vote of confidence. I just don't think I'm ready yet. Anyway, Florent, now it's up to us to confirm the final design, right?
Mm-hmm. We can ask the sculptor to start looking for a good block once we've decided on the poses for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callus. But we haven't had any real discussions yet on the possible designs. I feel like I should get a few promising designs first, and then send them over to you to review.
There's no need for all that. Let's decide on a design right now. Hey, you! Come over here with me. Modeling a few poses, of course. Here, just pretend to be Callus, and I'll be Clementine. Didn't you say on the boat that Callus and Clementine sounded like great partners? Well, then there's no one better to fill this role than my most valuable partner.
Now the pulse is no.
Florent, let's grab some reference shots.
You've got it, boss. I'll go get the camera.
So now I
Well, what do you think? Got any ideas? Well, I've actually discussed it a bit with Florent before, but I could never come up with any fresh or original ideas. It's probably because my idea of them is already kind of set in stone. So, I want to pick your brain for a bit and see if you can come up with some new and interesting ideas.
I'm all good here, boss. Feel free to start posing whenever.
Imposing, huh? Oh, I've got it. Let's try this.
This pose! It makes me recall Sfina di Rasula's glorious golden egg.
But isn't Clementine's pose a bit too bold and heroic? Was she really that kind of person?
So please, for the poll, everyone, come to see the live. Please vote yes or no.
If we were to stick with this pose, maybe people would wonder if she was actually the real boss behind the scenes.
Well, tabloids did indeed speculate as much back in the day, but the Spina pulled a few strings and made both the report and the journalist disappear.
Oh, Paimon was just kidding! Please don't make Paimon disappear.
What Florent meant was that we asked the journalist to choose a new alias. You're right, though, that this may not accurately represent the image of her in our hearts. Let's try to come up with something else. A happy pose? You mean something like we were laughing together at a funny joke?
Would all that be able to come through with just a picture?
Would we even be able to tell what they are supposed to be laughing about?
Yeah, and that'd probably be a massive pain to sculpt as well.
Could one of you try striking a pose like you're talking
Oh yeah,
while the other one laughs?
50-50 now. Yes and no.
That
By
actually
the way,
sounds
thank you a
pretty
lot
hard to
for
pull off.
watching my live.
Forget it, let's try something else.
I have still some
We
coughing.
tried a bunch of different ideas,
Not very
but
well
none of
still,
them felt right. Paimon's all out of brain juice now, too.
Ah, by that, do you mean as if we were standing on a boat and looking out at the sea?
If we are
Sure.
50-50,
Let's
the
give that
problem
a
is,
try.
there is no...
Whoa, you really remind
No,
Paimon
yes
of the
or no.
captain and their first mate.
Look over there, my dear Clementine. As you can see, every tree on that island is dripping with mora fruit.
But there's something off with the composition. This pose makes Mr. Callis look too tall next to the lady.
Oh, I see what you mean. Then let's swap.
Well, Paimon is a fan. A statue like this would look fantastic on a boat.
Wait, but we can't do that. Very few people would see the statue if we were to put it on a boat. This statue is meant to be placed in the town.
But then, since we're putting it in the town, the whole point of the pose would be lost.
Oh, okay. We'll try to think of something else. We tried a bunch of different ideas, but none of them felt right. Paimon's all out of brain juice now, too.
Oh, don't worry. We still got a lot
Yeah,
of
we
reference
have a
shots out of the
problem.
session, and each of them can be considered to be a souvenir in their own
The
right.
pull.
Let's just
The
keep
pull.
the ideas we tried as
Only
backups.
50-50. I cannot pull.
Man, if I knew I was going to do a photo shoot with the Traveler, I would have prepared a lot of outfits and props ahead of time. Oh, outfits! Oh, that's the errand I forgot back in the city. Do either of you still remember that girl? The girl I went to see with you two. Her name is Adele.
Oh, Paimon remembers her. She was the one that we met while investigating Mr. Callis's case, right?
Yes, that's exactly who I'm talking about. So, after the case, she was finally willing to talk to me, and she told me that she wanted to join the Spina too. I said that it's fine, but young children are not allowed to join the Spina. She will just have to wait a few years, and then we'll welcome her with open arms. Since she said, how could I get her to believe that I meant what I said? In the end, I came up with an idea. I'd have a Spina uniform made and give it to her as a gift. But I got so busy and distracted in the city that I forgot to pick the uniform up. So I did forget something important after all.
Don't worry, boss. I can send someone to pick it up right away.
On the matter of the statue, we should still come up with a few more ideas for the design. I'll have to trouble you to source some for me.
We could have just done that from the start.
Oi oi.
Yeah, you're right. They'll have some value as souvenirs at least.
Anyway, I have to win the 50-50 to get there, so it's not very easy.
Navia! Florent, guess who's back?
Huh? But aren't you supposed to...
Oh, well, if it isn't Coulter. Back already from the Fortress of Meripede?
That's right. I finally finished serving my time.
The yes is going
Gotta
up.
say, turns out after I got out, I immediately made a beeline back to Poisson. You could say that familiar, briny smell
Thank you
became
everyone
a
for
primal
watching.
call, urging me to forget everything else and just come back home. You wouldn't believe how much I've missed Melissa's grilled fish.
This
I
phone is,
dreamed about it
very
every time I had to
disturbing.
get a welfare meal down there underneath the sea.
It's good to have you back, Coulter. You look as well as ever.
Oi oi. The yes went to 80%.
And this
But
guy
I will
is...
wait a little bit more to end the pool.
Let me introduce you. This is Coulter, another of Spina di Rosula's members.
I'm waiting a lot
He
of
was
more
found guilty and
votes.
sentenced to the Fortress of Meripede, but looking at it now, it was probably another one of Marcel's plots while he worked at the Confrérie of Cabrières.
Wait, Mr. Marcel? What do you mean? He was involved in some sort of plot?
Have you not heard anything at all about the water from the primordial sea case?
Well, I know that Fontaine got flooded, but then the water levels miraculously receded. I thought that was all there was to it, and didn't care to ask for any more details. Do you mean Mr. Marcel was somehow involved with all that?
Oh, looks like we'll have to explain everything from the top. That case, a lot of things have happened in Poisson since then. First things first, let me introduce you to these two. They're my most trusted partners, and they've been with me through thick and thin. Now you could call them Spina di Rosula's VIP helpers.
Oh, nice to meet you. I don't recall Navia ever generously complimenting anyone like that before. So you...
Yeah, we are indeed pretty amazing. But we've been cool since before we even met her.
Humble again as always, I see. Even when I was totally sincere with my praise.
Nice. Spina di Rosula always seems to attract great people. Oh, that reminds me. Where are Malus and Silver? Aren't they always by your side?
About that.
Oh, this is the sad part.
Coulter, a lot of things happened while you were gone. As you can see, even Poisson isn't quite the same as how it was before you left.
They lost their lives, keeping me safe during the flood.
What did you say? This isn't some kind of morbid welcome home prank, right? You're just scaring me on purpose because I don't know anything about what's happened.
I'm sorry, but it's the truth. They weren't the only people we lost either. Many others, including Melissa, also lost their lives in the disaster.
Malus and Melissa, dead. They're just gone? Luce. I was planning to give him a surprise gift once I ran into him again in town. I can't believe it.
Hey! Keep it together!
You would, yes.
Malus and Coulter were friends for many years, and even served on many missions together during the early days of the Spina. I can understand how he feels.
Let's sit down somewhere, so I can tell you everything that has happened while you were gone.
Yep.
Yes, die waren natuurlijk één. Dus ik word er wat of versneld aan. We go back to the old drivers.
All of this, it's unbelievable. I can't believe that those stories were real. It all really happened. Has the world gone mad?
I think you and I both feel the same way about the profound tragedy of Malus's loss. And the sheer depravity of Marcel's actions.
I thought Mr. Marcel would always stand by the Spina. Everything he had, the Spina gave to him. It's unconscionable to have received all that, and yet still plot to kidnap and dissolve you for his insane research.
The good news is that the Confrérie of Cabriere is no more. Gone with them too is the entire synth manufacturing and distribution network. We finally closed the curtain on that long struggle.
Are you sure? But if Marcel wanted to rebel against us, he probably sent word in secret to Romeu.
Romeu?
Huh. Not a name I've heard before either.
Florent should remember him. You see, there was once a major internal dispute regarding funding the construction of the Aquabus lines. Romeu was the leader of the faction that thought such a vast sum of mora would be better spent improving the town of Poisson. But Mr. Callis believed that an opportunity to collaborate with the Court of Fontaine and the Fontaine Research Institute was hard to come by, and would allow us to build many valuable relationships. Not only would the Aquabus be a good business investment, it would also boost our reputation among the general populace, eventually paying us massive dividends down the line. But the two couldn't come to an agreement. Romeu ended up taking a lot of people with him when he left Spino di Rosula altogether, and the split was on extremely bad terms.
Ugh. And with Papa's stubbornness, I can definitely imagine how it must have gone down.
And of course, when he was suffering the slings and arrows of outrageous injustice, those relationships that he spent a fortune to build didn't help in the least.
Yeah, you could say it was the price he paid for sticking to his beliefs.
Oh, that's a good point. If Callis was really as stubborn as you say, then wouldn't he have argued with the rank and file all the time?
Oh yeah, it eventually became a thing that just happened on every day that ended with Y. But Navia, boss, you might not know this, but he wasn't always like that. He used to be a lot better with taking counsel. With him listening to our advice, and Ms. Clementine also frequently on our side, it was pretty smooth sailing for a good many years. But on the matter of the Aquabus, even Ms. Clementine completely stood by Mr. Callis's.
Huh. I never knew. But from my perspective, Romeu's position had a lot going for it. Couldn't they have sat down and talked it out?
I think the Aquabus was just the straw that broke the camel's back. On that topic, they eventually came to a rather radical conclusion. They believed that Miss Clementine lost her ability to serve as an impartial mediator when she became pregnant with Callis's child.
So, they thought she had betrayed them? But That doesn't make any sense. Before she was their mediator, my mother was also her own person, and a member of the Spina. She should have the right to take any side she wished.
Yeah, but to them, even taking a side was betrayal enough. They felt like their voices could no longer be heard once their sole mediator had gone over to the other side. Of course, Ms. Clementine then passed away, and Mr. Callis began to regard the completion of the Aquabus project as her final wish. With that, the last hope of reconciliation was gone.
So that's what happened.
From that point on, Romeu and his people cut ties with the Spina, and never gave us any kind of professional or personal courtesy ever again. Perhaps they've regarded us as enemies ever since they left. But even so, there is still no proof that they ever acted in concert with Marcel.
I've also heard that they aren't in a good financial position, so they've been lying low for a while. But as long as they exist, they'll continue to be a threat.
I think Coulter's got a point. Both Marcel and Romeu had my father in their sights for a very long time. Even though Marcel's faction has been dissolved, we still don't know anything about Romeu's whereabouts. If they're still trying to get revenge on us, with how distracted and vulnerable we are, now would be the best time.
Good thinking, boss. We should keep an eye on them at all times. I'll let my men know right away.
Thank you for that, Florent. And Coulter, thank you for telling me about this as well.
Don't worry, it's nothing. Do you have a moment right now? How about we go out for a walk? I've heard so many incredulous things today. I'm finding it a bit hard to calm down even now. I mean, to think that I'll just never see them again.
In that case, why don't we go back to the court? I can pick up Adele's uniform while we're there. Want to come with me again, you two? You don't mind, do you, Coulter?
Oh, of course. That's fine by me.
Then let's go! Paimon feels like a lot's hinging on this visit.
We really are the best of partners. Come on, let's go.
You needed to get the Aquabus again. The Aquabus now the boat. Yes, the game is not running well. I think there's no rush. Like a short combo.
Are we not taking the boat this time?
It's nice to walk from time to time, isn't it? Think of it as something like... Once we're there, we can stay a few days before we return.
Sounds good. I haven't walked this road in a long time.
Oh, 21%. You see, another starter is not going well.
Well, we've walked far enough for now. Let's take a break. Since we're out for a walk, we shouldn't stress too much about the destination.
I've grown old, so I'm not as fit as before. It's a good thing that at least my work down in the fortress was quite the workout.
Well, Paimon thinks you're doing great. We didn't have to slow down for you at all.
Back in the days before the aquabus lines were built, we often had to hike north with our goods, then catch a boat to the court. Malus and I must have traveled this way hundreds of times. When we were tired, we would lay down for a while on the grass, and when we were hungry, we'd catch a fish or two. The Spina was still on the rise back then. Mr. Callis was generous, and everyone had the chance to strike it rich. So, of course, we all worked really hard. And now, in the blink of an eye, the aquabus lines have been built, and this road has fallen into disuse. Oh, I know. I was just being a little nostalgic.
Then let's stay here a bit longer. Anyone want snacks?
Oh, is this another chance to try some of Navia's macarons? Paimon's been dreaming of them.
Yep, I figured you wouldn't say no to a few more. Oh, wait. Let me check if I have all the ingredients. Malus and Silver used to take care of tasks like this. Okay, the stove's looking good. And as for the ingredients, seems like we're all out of flour and sugar. The two most important ingredients of all. Oh, would you? Oh, but it would be too much to ask you to go on a trip just for those.
We should contribute to making the macaron too. Don't worry, we cook out in the wild all the time, so she should have some stuff on hand.
Oh, that's great. Then I'll leave the ingredient gathering to you. As long as we have some sweet flowers and wheat, I can start the
I think
baking.
I already have everything.
Then I'll go look for some boxes nearby for a makeshift table and chairs.
Great. Then I'll prep the stove. Let's get to work, everyone. Ah, how did it go? You've all done your part. Just leave the rest to me.
Whoa, these macarons look and taste magnificent! Your cooking is as good as ever, Navia.
Boss's baking skills have always been famous. Everyone in the Spina knows how exceptionally talented she is.
Oh, it's just a hobby. There's no need to praise me for it like that.
Have you two seriously never considered joining us? You're so close to the boss, and she obviously trusts you with all her heart, so... Was it that obvious? I just thought you would be a great fit, that's all.
You just happened to walk in on our little reunion.
Please vote.
It's actually been quite a while since
what
we
do you
last spent
think
time together.
I should pull or not for Navia?
Adventurers never stay in one place for long. The name of Spina di Rosula would just tie them down.
Because I have only 7 votes. I don't know if you can see
Besides,
them
after
or
everything we've been through together, I'm sure our hearts would remain intertwined even if we found ourselves on opposite sides of the world.
Even if Paimon was far beyond the horizon, she'd still remember the delicious taste of Navia's macaron.
I understand now. Then I am very lucky indeed to have been graced with the chance to meet the two of you. I will endeavor to make the most of this short yet fortuitous encounter, and enjoy every moment we spend together.
We've got no wine with us, but let's still toast with water, in celebration of this moment.
There's something strange happening. And no more votes. I'm scared.
Cheers! Hey, what are you doing? Quick, join in on the top.
May your travels go smoothly, may the Spina continue to grow, and may our friendship last until the end of time. All set? Let's move out then. I asked some old acquaintances in town to make Adele's uniform, so we should be able to pick it up right away.
Look something here. No, there is nothing, an egg. I don't have space for a new eggs. Go down.
Hey there, Ludovine. How's business lately?
The Demoiselle of Spina de Rosula. I must say, your generous patronage is the one thing keeping me from going bankrupt.
Nonsense. We all know what a talented businesswoman you are. No, and don't forget, she's the boss now.
My mistake, my mistake. I just got so used to calling her Demoiselle. Are you here for the uniform?
Yep. I forgot to drop by earlier when I was running errands around here.
I didn't expect Demoiselle to come and pick it up in person. It's just a uniform after all. Any of your folks could have come instead.
Navia's always liked to take even small things seriously.
Hey, that's not the only reason I'm here. We mostly just needed a walk to clear our heads. There are few things more uplifting than taking the first step on a new journey.
Boss has got a point. Going on a trip with friends is always better than staying cooped up at home.
Very well. Please, wait here while I retrieve the uniform for you.
Can someone remind Paimon again why Adele wants to join the Spina?
Anyway, I need more votes to understand to pull or not.
She
A few
hasn't given
people
me any
coming,
concrete
in the
reasons.
live and
All
leaving,
she says is that she really looks up to me.
I need more votes to decide. With only 7 votes,
After we cleared her father's name, she became a lot more cheerful and outgoing. It's probably because she now knows for sure that her father was never a bad person. She said she used to be terrified of Papa, so as a result, she found all the rest of the Spina super scary as well. But the Spina is very
there's
different
someone
now.
there.
She mustered up the courage to talk to me, and felt like I could really understand her. Yeah, you could say that. By uncovering the truth about the case, I was able to give her closure at the same time. She said that she wanted to become someone like me. Someone who could lend a hand to others, instead of standing still and waiting for others to help her.
When this first quest is over anyway, I have to close the pool.
From the sound of it, she'll be a wonderful addition to the Spina.
I think so too. But for now, let's focus on giving her a great atmosphere to grow and thrive.
Who is this
She
guy
can
now?
commit to us once she's older, and can really make that decision for herself.
Is something up, Traveler? Huh? Tailing? Oh, Paimon's coming.
I'll go check it out too. Coulter, please hold on to this for me.
All right.
Paimon saw them too. They headed up.
Stop right there!
Move from here.
We knew you were going to be difficult!
Martinat. Who is this Martinat now?
Seems like if we want them to talk, we're gonna need to teach them a lesson first.
Brothers, there's no need to skulk in the dark anymore. Let's take them out!
I see everything.
Our bond is strong. Strike a pose!
Feeling lucky?
Now, talk. Who are you? And why were you tailing us?
Don't think we'll let you off easy if you keep silent.
How did it go, boss? Are any of you hurt?
If you thought they stood any chance against us, you were sorely mistaken. Anyway, stop playing tough and start talking. There won't be any room for negotiation once the Maison Gardiennage gets involved.
We're looking to get vengeance on Spina di Rosula. We were discovered and can't beat you in a fight. We admit it. We lost.
Get revenge? Wait, you're not Romeu's followers, are you?
You actually know that name? But if you do, then surely you should understand why we hate you so much.
Indeed. You haven't got the faintest hope of winning right now.
We were out drinking when we saw Navia. We got so angry we decided to follow you guys and look for an opportunity to really mess up your day. Too bad you guys messed up ours first. Huh? You're pretty sharp, but so what? We didn't do anything. And now it should be pretty obvious that we can't do anything to you anyway. Seeing you like that just really ticked us off. And we let the drink go to our heads.
Listen, Callus is long dead. No matter what happened in the past, I want to be able to start things anew. I am the current president of Spina di Rosula. If your boss wants to talk with me, I'd be happy to meet with him. I won't press charges for your attack. That should also help demonstrate my sincerity.
I understand. Thank you. I'll let our boss know.
But if you so much as think about pulling something like this again, I won't be so lenient next time. Understand?
All right. We get it. Come on, let's go.
Are you sure it's okay to just let them go like that, Navia?
I don't want to inherit my father's grudges, too. Moreover, when it comes to the Aquabus, I don't think what my father did was entirely correct either. If the other side is willing to talk, I'm happy to open the door for a reconciliation. Opportunities for new beginnings are all around us.
I support Boss's decision as well. The concept of an eye for an eye is a primitive practice that has no place in today's Spina di Rosula.
Yes. Plus, we already know that they're strapped for cash. If their financial situation is that dire, they don't have what it takes to challenge us. So this may be the best time to talk. I still think we should keep an eye out for Romeu's folks, though. If he decides to ignore the warning I gave his men, then we could still have a fight on our hands.
Yeah, those guys definitely didn't look like big fans of yours.
I'd rather things not go that far, since, though we haven't talked to each other for years,
pool is still open,
once
huh?
upon a
Look,
time we
look.
were all a part of the Spina di Rosula family.
Yep, that's how I feel as well. Anyway, now that we sent them packing, we don't have to worry
The
about those
request is
guys
over,
anymore.
even the polo will
It's
be
getting late
online.
already. So why don't we stay the night in the Fleuve Cendre? We can head back to Poisson tomorrow. I'll also ask someone to write Florent a letter and inform him of everything that happened here today, so he can increase security around Poisson and be on guard against any suspicious individual.
Do we have to stay in the Fleuve Sonde again? Even the pillows there smell like seaweed.
Sorry, that's just what happens when you live near water and don't get much sunlight. Poisson's pretty much the same though, so I've long since gotten used to it. We can still go out in the evening for some grilled fish and drinks though. Betcha there'll be people singing sea shanties too. How does that sound?
Huh. That does sound pretty cool. Okay, Paimon's on board now. Let's go. Paimon wants to sing too.
Where is it? down here.
Shower me with praise!
Coming back here really does feel like this place is starting to grow on Paimon. If you think about it, it would be kind of weird if the Spina's base at the court was some super luxurious building like the Palais Mermonia.
Totally. Right on the money, Paimon. Although, of course, with the continued growth of the Spina, Papa wanted Poisson to eventually grow into a metropolis, not unlike the court. He was a very ambitious man, who rarely looked behind or beneath him. For better or worse, that always made him stand out from the crowd.
And that's also why people hated him just as much as they loved him.
All right. Why don't you go wait for me at the restaurant? I'll go do some prep, and I'll get someone to tidy up your room while I'm at it. You can use the same room as last time. You still remember the room number, yeah?
Yep. Kinda hard to forget when there are only so many rooms here after all.
Oh, did I just hear someone taking a dig at Fleuve Cendre? I'll tell my guys to stuff your pillows full of actual seaweed right now.
Oh, Paimon, sorry! Please have mercy, Navia. If you do that, then Paimon really won't be able to sleep at all.
I was just kidding. Be on your way now.
Jest questa una grande. Non so visitare il tuo.
What's taking him so long? Just say what you mean. No problem's too big to solve.
This one, actually bordo. No, it's not this. Inside. Script.
Hello? Are you asleep yet? Oh, no, not at all. I just figured that since we don't get to enjoy nights like these very often, we should try to enjoy it to the fullest. Wanna go fishing? I've got some rods and lures ready.
Oh, so that's the prep you were talking about. Sure, we'll come.
Oh, don't worry. You don't have to do any actual fishing if you're too tired. Just think of it as keeping me company. How does that sound? Okay, let's go. To the fishing spot.
And it is here. What the hell?
Fishing when you're using a fully automatic rod.
What's the problem? Lots of people in Poisson use rods like these.
But shouldn't fishing be all about, you know, attentively watching the float and then excitedly reeling in the catch when you finally hook something?
Well, that's one way to enjoy fishing. What do you think, traveler? That's how I feel as well. To me, I'm happy as long as I catch some fish.
Honestly, Paimon's mainly shocked at how much energy you still have at this hour. Usually by this time of night, it's a struggle for Paimon to even keep her eyes open.
Huh. It might just be something that runs in my family.
That's a thing?
I'm sure you'd get even sleepier if I delved more deeply into it. Anyway, I was just thinking about how grateful I am to my mother, as well as the rest of the Spina. My father always had a lot of unrealistic expectations for me. But the more that he tried to get me to become like him, the less I wanted to listen to what he had to say. My mother never had those kinds of expectations, though. I've heard that she had only one wish for me, which was that I would have a happy and secure childhood. All the members of the Spina greatly respected her wish, so no matter what I did as a child, they were happy to humor me. Can you imagine? Whenever my father wanted to scold me for something I'd done, everyone would form up into 2 rows and just stand silently and listen to him rant. Malus and Silver were always there too. No matter what Papa yelled, nobody else would say a word. Eventually, Papa must have recognized scolding me over trivial matters was pointless, because he eventually stopped getting on my case so often.
Paimon would have never guessed.
Yeah. Looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was. When I was young, I often thought that I could do whatever I wanted, because there'd always be someone there to clean up after me. But once, I saw Malus come back wounded. He wouldn't tell me how he'd been injured, but I could tell it had something to do with me. I learned then that there's always a cost to making a mistake. The more you care about those around you, the more you should care about doing the right thing to the best of your abilities. Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and pay the price for your mistakes. Sorry. I shouldn't have brought that up. I wasn't planning to talk about sad things tonight. Basically, I was just saying that the nurturing atmosphere of the Spina must have been my mother's legacy, rather than my father's. And if that's the only way that I can continue to feel her love,
Oh, thanks.
then I'd like to pass that warmth on.
Is that why you let those guys go today?
Mm-hmm. Although, maybe there's a part of not wanting to repeat the mistakes of the past. I want to be reasonable, at least. Hey, look! I think you've got something on the line!
But why isn't the rod automatically reeling it in?
Oh, there must be something wrong with how I installed the mechanism. It was my first time putting one of those rods together. We can't let it get away. Come on, you two. Let's catch it.
You want Paimon to help too?
Mä en tuolla illalla päästä. Just get it up there.
You didn't attach a hook to your line?
Stop wasting time! The boss ain't gonna wait all day. We'll go ahead with the operation tomorrow. Do with that information as you wish.
Ici envolver in that one.
Well, your rod was missing a part too, so I guess that makes it fair.
Well, if we're just talking about the number of missing parts, sure. Oh, never mind. Paimon really can't keep her eyes open anymore.
All right, go to bed. I had a great time today. See you tomorrow.
Yes, but those two are very fishy.
Ah, so how was last night?
This one
Did you
is-
get a good night's sleep?
Paimon dreamt that she danced with the sea stars, so you could say it was stellar. Get it?
Huh.
I didn't know you had such a great sense of humor.
See? This guy gets it!
Anyway, let's head out. I'll arrange for a boat to take us back to Poisson. I'm sure Adele will be happy to see you two again.
Paimon hopes she'll really appreciate your gift.
I hope so too.
Oh, let's head back to Poisson.
Adele, we're back! We brought you a gift from the court, too.
Whoa! Thank you so much, boss!
Don't call her boss, okay, Adele? Just Miss Navia would be fine.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Besides the gift, I've also got another surprise. Guess who's here?
It's been a while!
Oh, it's you two. It has been a while indeed. Thank you so much for your help on Jacques' case. I've heard that you also helped save all of Fontaine. You're truly just like the great heroes of legend.
You're really amazing! And if Miss Navia's your friend, then she must be super amazing too! What's in this thing? Can I look?
Of course. Go ahead.
Adres.
Ah, it's a Spina di Rosula uniform! Is it for me? But isn't it a bit big?
Well, it's a gift for future you. When you first told me that you were interested in joining the Spina, I was overjoyed. But it's the Spina's responsibility to protect everyone as well. Being a member means becoming involved in all kinds of dangerous situations. And since you're still young, I don't want your mom to have to worry about your safety. So I turned you down then by telling you that you'll have to wait until you're older. But this uniform is a promise that you can join us once you're old enough to wear it.
Oh, so that's it! Well, thank you so much, Miss Navia! I'll work hard and grow up as fast as I can!
But you can't really grow up faster by working hard. You've got to be patient.
Everyone, I'm really grateful that you remembered my daughter's wish and took it seriously. Thanks to the protection of the Spina, even though her father's no longer with us, we've still felt plenty of warmth and security.
Oh, it's the least we could do. As long as you live in Poisson, even if you're not an official member, you're still part of the family.
Boss!
Huh?
What
Is
happened
something
now?
up, Florent?
I've got something urgent to report. Romeo and his folks have gathered outside Poisson and even shipped in a huge pile of explosives!
What? Explosives? What do they want?
It seems like they've been planning this for some time. We started investigating as soon as we received your letter yesterday, but Romeo and his folks must have gotten wind as well, because they abandoned their former posts before we could even check on them. We investigated their tracks and found out that they're after Poisson.
Could they have smartened up since we caught them red-handed at the court?
Seems like they've got no interest in sitting down and talking at all. We should have gone straight to the Maison Gardiennage.
Sorry, I underestimated the situation. Well, too late now, I suppose. Florent, where are they keeping their explosives?
On the hill to the east of Poisson, near the Clementine line.
They want to blow up the Clementine line?
Certainly sounds like it.
Romeo and his followers hate the Spina and everything to do with Callus. And the Aquabus was the source of their contention. If they manage to blow up the Aquabus line, all that rubble will come crashing down the hill and straight into Poisson.
Are they insane? There's tons of innocent people in Poisson!
Yeah. If they've been planning this for ages, they're definitely not going to let this opportunity slip by. We have to issue an evacuation order to the townspeople and get them as far away from the entrance as possible. That should save them from the worst of it.
Let's get everyone onto our ship. That should be the safest place.
My dear partner, can I leave the Clementine line to you? If the explosives do go off, not only would the people of Poisson be in danger, any aquabuses using the line would plummet to the ground.
Let's stop their insanity first, then settle the score with them.
Leave it to us, Navia.
Let's
Please
go,
stay
let's
safe
go.
too.
No time to lose.
Let's go, you two. We've got to act fast. Miss Coralie, please take Adele to the ship.
Watch out, boss!
Hey, even Amy is involved.
What do you think you're doing, Coulter?
I thought all the annoying little hindrances had left, but I still couldn't get rid of you.
You mean this was all a trick? So that you'd be left alone with me? Coulter, are you with Romeo too? Oh. I get it now. You knew about their plans all along. You only told us they were doing badly so that we'd drop our guard.
Not quite. Though I share their positions on some issues, I've never cared for his more radical ideas. And that's because, out of the entire Spina di Rosula, I only hate you. Only you, Navia.
You better stick close to me.
Romeo promised me that he would leave Poisson alone if I could just take you out. But it was like you were glued at the hip to that pesky traveler. You never gave me a chance to make my move. Romeo has lost his patience. I didn't have to be here today, you know. But I swore that I'd kill you, even if it meant being buried with you in the rubble.
Why?
Only someone as clueless about the past as you would ask such a foolish question. You never saw the heyday of Spina di Rosula, nor did you ever live through the golden age of Poisson. But I saw it all with my own eyes, and then I had to watch it all die, little by little. And it was all because of you, Navia. Clementine died because of you. Callus died because of you. Malus and Silver died because of you. And so many more dead. Everyone dead, all because of you.
So the shock and grief you showed us before, that was in Act 2?
Now you're catching on. I heard Malus was dead the moment I got out. Did you know? Down there in that blasted fortress, I spent a long time thinking about what happened, and resolving to apologize to Malus as soon as I got out. Back then, because of that aquabus, we had a huge fallout. I was convinced that all he cared about was loyalty, and that he had completely lost his capacity for critical thinking. The years passed by in a blur after that. I thought I had finally begun to understand him, and that he could help me relive the good old days again. But then he died, and it was because of you again, Navia. It's always because of you. I once loved the Spina and Poisson more than anyone else. But what is left now of either besides death and ruin? You've single-handedly destroyed everything that was beautiful. Everything I've ever loved.
Don't listen to him, boss! He's just spouting nonsense!
Have you ever considered that maybe the people around you don't actually care about you at all? Have you ever considered that maybe you only get respect because you're Callus and Clementine's child? That you've never done anything worthy? That you're just a big nothing? Have you ever considered that maybe people don't stay in Poisson because of you, but only because they have such beautiful memories of the past before you came?
Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and pay the price for your mistakes. Yeah, looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was, but is that really why they support me? Is their kindness real?
Shut your mouth! I, for one, really like Miss Navia. And my mom loves her too! I don't know how to explain it, but I like her, and that's that.
I'm sure Mr. Malus would be extremely disappointed in you right now. You've somehow managed to pin the blame for every mistake and tragedy in our history on the boss herself.
Get out of the way, Florent. I don't want to hurt you.
You're gonna have to. Boss, there's no time for this. Stop hesitating and get out of here before you get buried.
Maybe you think you're being the realist by painting the history of the Spina and Poisson like this. But the love that I felt from everyone was just as real. I felt it. They've helped me get to where I am. And even now, I will continue to believe in that love. So let me show you just how much I love the Spina di Rosula.
This one's got your name on it. Hiya! Ah! Ha! 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 Hiya! Ha!
Hey there! A proper send-off from the Spina with love.
Umbrella warfare, I guess.
I didn't check the level, the stats of Navia.
Laurent, I'll leave the town to you. Summon the other members and help with the evacuation of the townspeople. If you find any of Coulter's accomplices, subdue them quickly, and don't give them the chance to harm any ordinary civilians. I can't allow my partner to face the danger on the Clementine line alone.
Got it, boss. I'm on it. Are you okay, Navia?
I don't know, but I have to go.
It is getting interesting, yeah.
Let's hurry up there. We have to protect the Clementine line. If they're gonna blow up the waterway, they must have planted the explosives.
Nice guy.
Everyone hold hands.
Dissipate. Strike a pose.
Stabilize!
Hey! We certainly brought a lot of muscle. They're really slowing us down. But if we're meeting resistance, we must be heading in the right direction.
Gather!
Everyone hold hands.
Get with me.
These must be the explosives, right? And this is the control mechanism. How can we disable it? Oh, Paimon's too scared to touch any of this stuff. Huh? There's a strangely shaped hole here. What is it for? Oh, that certainly sounds possible. Maybe one of the people we just beat up has the key. Okay, you take this side, Paimon will take the other. Let's see what we can find. Oh, you found it! That's amazing!
You have the key.
That should do it, right? Navia and Florent should be able to relax now. Oh, you're right. They could have set explosives elsewhere, too. Let's go. They're gonna bury Poisson!
Leave the rest to me.
Watch out, Navia! You can't block them all!
Block? I'm doing this the Spina way.
I heard from Thierry that even they're your enemies now. They were once a part of Spina di Rosula. Do you plan to settle this privately with them?
I have nothing more to say to them. Regardless of whether their hatred and anger towards me or the Spina was justified, anyone who's willing to endanger innocent civilians is no longer sane enough to even be worth trying to talk to. Please, prosecute them in accordance to the law. Spina di Rosula will not raise any objections.
Sounds good. We're very appreciative of your help. Without it, the consequences would have been far worse. All right, this operation is a wrap. Take him away.
We won, Navia! We saved everyone! And you were so cool!
Yeah. Luckily, we were just in time. It's probably because I expended too much elemental energy at once. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me.
But you usually glow up whenever other people compliment you. Paimon's not used to seeing you like this.
Boss, we managed to catch all the infiltrators in the town. The Maison Gardiennage is taking them away as well. Seems like Romeu really went all in on this mission. If he sent literally everyone he had, though, that also means we've caught them all, too. We won't have to worry about them from now on.
Got it. That's good, at least. Coulter. I can understand how you feel. The things that we lost, they're forever beyond our grasp now. And that makes them appear even more precious. I am not callous, and I will also never become him. The Spina and the Poisson that you loved are both gone. But I will not change how I feel about our future. I still believe that this is a great opportunity to start anew. I will spend more of what the Spina earns on the betterment of Poisson. What's more, I'd also like to propose some changes to the Aquabus routes, so that one day, the people of Poisson will enjoy the boons it brings as well.
I know what you're trying to say. Mr. Callus would never have said anything like that. There are too many things in life that are just beyond our control. In that, we are the same.
Henceforth, you are no longer a member of Spina di Rosula. But once you're discharged from the fortress again, you're welcome to pay another visit to Poisson.
Thank you, Navia.
As I thought. Boss really is a kind and gentle person.
She is also, I must say, a truly unlucky person. Thank you for protecting the Clementine line. I was actually really scared, you know. I mean, even the Callus line won't be getting rebuilt anytime soon. If I'd lost the Clementine line too, I wouldn't know how to live with myself. A name is a way to etch a memory onto the world. Losing the line that bears her name, that I can see every day, would be like losing my mother all over again. Seeing it still standing there, tall and proud, it makes me really happy.
What happened while we were gone? Honestly, you look more upset than tired or anything.
Just give her some time.
Thank you so much. Can you give me a hand? I really don't have much strength left. Traveler, I want to ask you something. And please, tell me the truth. Do you really see me as your partner?
Of course.
That's good then. Hearing that, it brings me more relief than I can say.
How do you feel, Navia? Any better after taking a break?
I feel quite a bit better. But I should probably still rest for a few more days. Sorry, partner. I said some weird things earlier. Feel free to just ignore me. I used to think that I'd never doubt myself. But you could say I've discovered that I'm not as strong as I thought I was. Coulter mentioned my parents, as well as Malus and Silver. It's all thanks to them that I've made it this far in life. Do you think they ever regretted the choices they made? Has my existence made this world a better place?
Don't think like that, Navia. You've already done more than enough. No matter what others think, we'll always support you to the end of the world.
Well, since it's ended up like this, I suppose it's time for me to make a confession as well. There's something that I've been keeping from you as well, boss. Please, follow me. Everything is already prepared.
Florent, I hope you can understand that I can't deal with any more shocking revelations right now.
Don't worry. This surprise will be a pleasant one.
Why is everyone gathered here? And what's this?
This was supposed to be a gift to you from everyone in the town. We were originally planning to show it to you once it was finished, but special times call for special measures. I've never seen you look so defeated before, so I've decided to show you the designs before the final product was done.
Do I really look that bad?
Well, if you're ready, I'll unveil the present.
This is... Papa, Mother, and me.
We designed the look for Miss Clementine based on old camera records, as well as personal recollections from members of the Spina.
Wow! This is the statue you mentioned before?
It is indeed. To be honest, we decided on the design a long time ago, and gave the sculptor permission to begin working. We only asked Boss to decide on a design so she wouldn't realize we had already started.
How could we only have statues of Mr. Callis and Mrs. Clementine?
Even though Boss is still young, we've all seen the work she's put in regarding the whole synth business and the rebuilding of Poisson.
We wanted to commemorate her contributions with a statue as well.
I don't know what Spina di Rosula was like in the past, but I know it's a great organization now.
With Navia around, we're not worried about this place's future.
We are gathered here today to tell our boss that we support you and believe in you wholeheartedly. I believe everyone is here for you, not the glory days.
That's what we believe as well.
Thank you so much, everyone. Then I'll be brave and just accept everyone's support for what it is. This really is quite the surprise. I never thought that I'd have the chance to stand next to my mother. Not even in my wildest dreams.
Seems like I started to question myself a bit too much. I'll pick myself up again and become a more reliable president for all of you. Looking back on it, I'm honestly embarrassed by how I acted earlier. I'm sure everyone longs for that one thing in life that seems trivial to others, but they themselves can never obtain. To me, that would be a family portrait. I've always been super jealous of other people's family photos. I've never thought I'd receive a family portrait of my own. Especially not like this. It seems like I'm not such an unlucky person after all. It seems like looking back on it, I've thought about it before. Though my mother only wanted me to live a happy life, that's actually a tall order as well. In practice, it's just as hard to achieve my father's expectations for me. Even though my parents had very different personalities, they always had a lot of respect for each other. The Aquabus project was a monumental project that stood to benefit all of Fontaine. It would have been a little close-minded to assess or evaluate it only from the perspective of the clan. I think that's probably why she didn't step in to mediate or oppose the building of the lines. It seems like looking back on it, whoa. Why'd you have to remind me? Please don't say that again. It's super embarrassing for me. Oh, forget it now. Please forget that I ever said anything. Oh, wait. But it'd also be bad if you were to forget it. Okay, but please keep it a secret between us from now on. Please don't ever mention it again.
Jag think jag vill ändra på ainda pulo cheio acho. Vai pulo. I have many pulls, huh? Already 5-star? This is the first temple. I lost the 50-50 immediately. How many pulls was? Shop, isto je. I chose 1, 2, 3, 4 pulls. And I lost immediately 50-50. It's not going well, huh? For 10 pulls right now, more or less. I will try to get Navia C0. Forty pulls. There are 50 pulls. And I want to check cadence in a moment. Pulls. 60 pulls. Not going well. I 70 pulls. I don't know if I can do 1 pull at a time or 10 pulls. For sure I will go to Navia now. But maybe even her weapon is good. Let me check. Yes, but based on crit rate. 71 pulls. More or less 72. Not 73 more. We got Navia. At this point, I try for the weapon. We finish all the primos here. Oh, there's a new weapon here. Interesting weapon. 20. One, two, three, 4. 9, 29 pulls. Oh, 29. 30, 31. 32. No. 33. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. 16. Weapon banner is horrible. Oh, nice weapon. I know the weapon banner is very bad. 7. 29. 30. 31. 32. 33, and this is the last one. It went very poorly. Very badly. Anyway, I don't have a GODPS, so I guess it is good. Wait a moment. The weapon banner. What was 32? 42. 52. 52. And I got the other one, which I don't need. At 72. Riesco con banner e joyable. Keep going. It is 0. I don't have more, I guess. No. The train. And the car. And the 5. And the 6. It's not going well. Seven. 47. I'm not liking. 47. Is there more? No. Eight, 49, 50, 51, and 52. Pity 52, 62, 62, 72, if you don't get it now. Okay, immediately. Duże pain. To 73. biti. Ne znam. Nauita tulee leräppä. I don't like it. Anyway. I have some of this. At least. What is this? Clock component Coppelius.
As the cream melts on the tip of my tongue, all my stress fades away.
I shouldn't have enough of this. Check the weapon. I'm checking level up. I don't have this material. On Thursday, shoot tomorrow this one. And the parents. Equity. I guess the skill is the most important one. I can put everything. And artifact, we'll go to function artifact from forever. Went very badly, but at least I can do something like announce. Fine. And even the weapon of Bennett, I don't know if I should refine it or not, I don't know.
Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting?
Solidify! This is order!
The Temple of Wisdom! I see everything!
Out of my way! Our bond is strong! Let the world collide! Shower me with praise!
Stabilize!
Everyone hold hands!
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered.
Order guide you.
Hey! Make yourselves at home!
I'll settle this. Let my name echo in song!
Yoo-hoo! Everyone hold hands!
Dissipate!
is order. Solidify!
I see everything.
Let the world collide! Strike a pose! Cha!
Quake! Stabilize!
Share my knowledge. Take.
Out of my way! Our bond is strong!
I will have order!
Everyone hold hands. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Gather!
This may hurt a little.
Solidify! Order guide you!
Make yourselves at home.
I'll settle this! Dissipate! Let my name echo in song!
I will have order!
Oh!
I'll take the lead today. Yeah! This one's got your name on it. Ah! Ah! Coming at ya! Ah! Ha ha! Ah! Ah! Hup! Ah! Ha! Cha! Ah! Ha ha! Yeah! This one's got your name on it. Hey there!
Gather!
Ignorant and vulgar.
Bond is strong. This one's got your
Did I
name
scare
on it.
you?
Watch out! Cha! Ha! Ha ha! Umbrella warfare, I guess. Coming at ya. The banquet is nearing its end.
Solidify!
How inconsiderate of me.
Feeling lucky? Watch out! Mirror images dispersed. Apologies.
A gift for you.
Stabilize!
A grand surprise.
No one.
Order guide you.
A proper send-off from the Spina with watch out!
Gather!
Feeling lucky? Ha! Ha ha! Watch out! Dissipate out of my sight! Shower me with praise! This one's got your name on it! Her Majesty's power flows through me! Hey there! A proper send-off from the Spina with love. Winter shall eventually come. This one's got your name on it!
Time to broaden the horizons again. If you're not sure what to do next, how about I take you on a walk?
Be an extra fever.